Hello everybody. Today I wanted to talk about just a couple different things. First of all, Palmer over on Heresy Productions video YouTube channel and Rusty on Hellcorrect's channel have announced they're doing an Oldhammer painting challenge for the month of April. And it's where they've done that for several years, where they've dug out some of their old. They've been doing GW miniatures from the 80s and 90s. And this year, though, they just encourage more people to maybe get involved. They were kind of looking at anything from old classic miniatures, Raw Partha, and it doesn't have to be fantasy or science fiction. Definitely doesn't have to be GW. Just kind of dig out those old classic, old school miniatures and get some paint on them if you've got them around or picked some up recently. So. Anyway, this is kind of what I'm looking at working on. Again, some of my mid-90s Bretonnians, and I've got started on the one in the center there, and so he's coming along, and then got the one over here that I'm just getting him prepped for priming, and then in the back, I actually have those blister packs that I picked up back in the late 90s, early 2000s when that stuff was still on the shelves in the hobby shops, and so I've got the command, basically the musician, standard bearer, and champion, and that will finish up my 12-man Knight of the Realm unit that I'm working on. This month is kind of, well, and next month are pretty busy for me, so I don't know how far I'll get with that, but I do plan on getting that center knight finished, and I think I can get the other one that I'm prepping. I think I can get him done before the end of the month, or close to it. That's the plan. This guy here, which two things interesting about him. I got thinking the knight is metal, and that'll be the first metal figure that I've painted in nearly a year. Started on my AWI project, and then all the Bretonnians I've been working on are actually all been plastic too. Looking forward to getting back to painting a little bit of metal again. Something about that. The other thing that's interesting about this guy, I just got him actually in the mail this week, and I got him from a guy named Craig Stidham. I don't know if I butchered your last name, Craig. If you watch that, sorry, Stidham or Stidham, something like that. Met him on one of the Facebook wargaming groups, and he kind of, through chatting, learned that I was looking for some old, hard-to-find Bretonnian 5th edition models, and particular Questing Knights. And he said he thought he had a few, and so I got in touch with him. He did some looking, sent some pictures, and he actually had one of all 23 of the metal Questing Knights that were released back in the 90s. And that's been my Holy Grail, no pun intended, for the Bretonnian Knights. That's you just don't find those. I've been looking for some of these. Here's what he sent. It probably won't be the best picture, but let's see what I can do here. And so there they all are. They're primed black, as you can see. These ones on the bottom, I stripped them this week, which they're going to strip really nice. Some of the primer was chipping on them anyway, and then I paint off of a white primer. So I'm like the one guy on the planet that uses a white primer, but that's what works for me. So I thought I'll go ahead and strip them down, take them down to the base, paint them the white primer, and go from there. And he's got the Questing Knight horses for all these too, which those are unique in the sense that they're the same plastic horse, but they had a metal head with an armored plate on the top of the horse's head, and some different, just to make them unique. And he had horses for these too. So Craig, kudos to you, man. That made my year Bretonnian wise. It doesn't get any better than that. Everything else basically for the and he sent a bunch of other stuff too that he just said he wasn't going to be using them anymore, and knew that I was interested, and so big thanks to you, Craig. I appreciate that. A lot a lot of hours and love are going to go into getting these dudes painted up for my army when I'm ready. Which won't be so long after I get that Knight of the Realm unit that I'm working on over there done, which will be finished when I finish these. Then I think I'm going to finish up a unit of bowmen, and then I think I will be starting the Questing Knights. So, so with that, so I'm all into the Bretonnians now for a while. Like I said, it's my busy time now, so I can only get painting, you know, a couple minutes here and there, and so I didn't want to get bogged down in my AWI project, and so. So anyway, so I'll be doing a few of these until we get kind of into midsummer, and then I hope to get another AWI unit up. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And if anybody wants to participate in the Oldhammer Painting Challenge, everybody's welcome to join in. If you don't have a YouTube channel, feel free to go to a Facebook group. It's called the Musty Wargamers. And it's a open to the public group, so if you want to post what you want to paint there and kind of share what you're working on with some of these old classics, feel free to stop by and join us there. So anyway, thanks a lot. I hope you guys are having a good weekend and looking for another exciting week ahead. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.